And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live Q&A. It's been over a week, I think. I was actually on vacation. I didn't even really talk about it, but I was on vacation Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Got back Tuesday, got back yesterday, and I just had pre-recorded all my content, so I didn't have to worry about it when I was on vacation. But I'm back now. This is my first full day back in action, and I've been back at it with filming and editing a bunch of stuff. Got a lot of exciting videos coming out over the next few days that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. But how's everybody doing? Had an eventful past few days, and I saw Blue Beetle yesterday. I have a review of that up on the channel. We got some Stranger Things news, so I've been editing a video regarding that. That short will go up literally after this, and I'll probably film, edit, and post a long-form video about it too. So lots to talk about in this live Q&A. These are always laid back, you know the drill. Just drop your questions, hit the like button if you're in here. It means a lot. It helps out a lot. And let's get into this thing. Let's do it. So let me take a sip of water, and then we'll get right down to business. Ryan's in the house. What's good, Ryan? Currently binge watching Stranger Things, almost done with season 2. Look, after hearing David Harbour talk about the final season today, I was like, look, it might be time to watch it again. I know I just rewatched it a few months ago, but it might be time to revisit it again already. Oh, man. Currently watching the other two on Max. I don't know if I've heard of that one. Iron Bro says, hey, Chris, am I the only one who finds it so frustrating that the Fantastic Four casts still haven't been announced, while Superman has, despite being announced 6 months ago, unlike 4 years ago? They simply should have stuck with Krasinski. He's better than all the other fantasy options available. Honestly, yeah, they need to go ahead and announce it. Like, look, they had the perfect window to win. I know they want to get it right, but you're right. We had Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic show up. That was in May of 22. It's now August of 23, and we don't have any word on who's playing who officially yet. Is the movie going to continue getting delayed? I don't know. Who knows at this rate when we're actually going to get the cast? But to me, they should have announced this cast a long time ago. A long time ago. It has me skeptical about the film actually coming out on time or ever even. So it's scary. I'll say that much. But we'll have to see what happens. I would love it if they would go ahead and announce it. And I'm going to go ahead and plug this real quick. The Unusual Couple podcast, 2 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. Can we hit 1,000 subscribers on the air? We need 2 more subscribers on the air. I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Who wants to be number 1,000? We'll have to celebrate. We'll have to celebrate because that's a big deal. All right, we have a super chat from Zach. A Keep Watch Burn, a staple of the live stream. Keep Watch Burn, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Top Gun Maverick, and Oppenheimer. You dog. You sly dog. Anyone know that reference? All right, I'm going to say, man, this is difficult. I have to watch Oppenheimer. Like, I know that I have to watch Oppenheimer. I had to experience that. It's my favorite movie of the year. Look, this is really difficult for me. I think I keep Hollywood because that's a movie that means a lot to me. I watch it with my buddies all the time. We quote it all the time. I have to have that in my memory bank to pull quotes from and to revisit. So I'll say that I have to keep Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I will watch Oppenheimer and burn Top Gun Maverick, which is insane. I literally have the poster right there. That's insane. But that was a really good lineup, Zach. You stumped me good there. Appreciate the super chats. Charlie H with the super chat. Thank you, Charlie. Name your top IMAX movie experiences. Great question. I actually posted my favorite movie theater experiences video last week, so check that out if you haven't. But my top IMAX experiences, Top Gun Maverick was riveting in IMAX. My seat was shaking, and it felt like I was in the cockpit flying alongside Tom Cruise. So that's one. Avengers Endgame, which was round 2 for me in IMAX, was awesome. And then recently, Oppenheimer was really great in IMAX. Plus No Way Home. Pretty much any big movie like that in IMAX. Oof. But I'm hoping to top all of these with a 70mm IMAX showing of Oppenheimer in the end of the month. They've extended it, and I've been trying to get tickets. I've been monitoring it. I don't think they've officially gone on sale yet. I might have missed that. I don't know. In my area, I'm trying to get those, but we'll see how that turns out. But if I get to see Oppenheimer, 70mm IMAX, that might just take the cake. But thank you for the super chat, Charlie. All right. Let's see. Have I hit 1,000 subscribers on Unusual Couple yet? We did it. 1K subscribers on the Unusual Couple podcast. I don't know who was 1,000. I'm trying to see in the chat. 1K. 1K. We did it. We did it. I'm gonna have to tell Cam. I'm gonna tell Cam. And then she can come join the chat to celebrate. We hit 1K. I might call her in a second. That's really cool. I appreciate you guys for. Oh, I know I always plug it in here, but thank you all for the support over on Unusual Couple Podcast. Got a lot. I said, come to the chat. Got a lot to look forward to. A 1,000 subscriber celebration episode will be our next episode. But yeah, that's that. Thank you guys for the support over there. We've recently revamped it. It's gone through all the different stages, but it's fun. It's fun. We have fun with it. All right. Let's see. Where was I before I clicked 1K? Don't worry about. I know I skipped a bunch in the chat. I'm going right back to it. Don't worry. Inception is so good. Absolutely. It's a fantastic movie. All right. Super chat does guarantee that I get to your question, comment, concerns. Huge way to help support me and the channel. Which Disney animated movie has the best soundtrack in your opinion? For me, Aladdin. Great pick. I'm going to go Lion King. Can't beat it. You've got Circle of Life. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Hakuna Matata. Be Prepared. Just Can't Wait to Be King. I mean, Lion King takes the cake for me. Shout out Tangled, though. Tangled would be another good pick. There are a lot of good ones, though. All right. Inception is a masterpiece, someone said in the comments. It is a masterpiece. Let's see. Sorry, my chat's being weird on my end right now, so I'm just trying to kind of catch up with things. Last Resident, what's good? Since you love the score from Oppenheimer, I'll suggest another piece of music, 1,000 Suns by Linkin Park. I'll have to look that up for after the stream. Let me type that in. I may have heard it. I'm weird with music. I don't really know the names of songs that I've heard, but 1,000 Suns. Let me go. I'm going to hit play on it, and then I'm going to are you suggesting the album or the album 1,000 Suns? Hold on. Let me check something out. I am looking through. I've heard Iridescent, I think the name. I've heard that. That's from Transformers, the third film, but I'll look into that. I'll look into that after this for sure. Interstellar is my favorite Nolan movie. Cannot go wrong there. What I haven't watched you since Cobra Kai series, but I love the channel. Well, I appreciate it. That series, no lie, started almost a year ago to the date. So it's funny that you comment that. That was almost a year ago that I started the Cobra Kai reaction series. Where'd all the time go? Seriously, where did the time go? Madness. All right, so Network 98 with a super chat. These make no sense to so many people, I promise you. D. Adams misses 6 to NFL weeks filming The Craving. Yeah, is there a new actor or player involved in the Taco Bell commercials? Let me know. I have no clue how we've kept this bit going as long as we have, but no mentions of Joe Keery yet. That's the upsetting thing to me. Joe Keery in the Taco Bell commercials. Come on now. All right. In the Taco Bell movie. I'll never forget that. All right. Natalie, Laurie, what's good? There's some Joe Keery reference right here, the profile pic. I've actually never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm sure I would love it. I'm a big fan of Lonely Island. Andy Samberg's hilarious. Hello, how you doing? Any plans to review The Continental next month? Good question, Gavin. So I haven't even watched the trailers for the show intentionally. I know it's the John Wick prequel series with young Winston, and that excites me. But I just, for whatever reason, I'm not going to really watch the trailer, and we'll see. I'll play it by ear. If I hear good things, maybe I'll check it out. But it's hard to get too excited for it because I loved the way John Wick Chapter 4 ended so much that to revisit the world at all almost feels like a disservice in a way. So I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant about the show. So I can't say I have plans to review it. I may have plans to watch it. But if I watch it, I'll talk about it in some way, shape, or form, even if that's just like a short or something. I'll find a way to get it on a channel if I end up doing that. Zach with another super chat. Appreciate you, Zach. If you had to choose one actor's filmography to watch for the rest of your life and everything else would be burned, who you got? Damn difficult question right there. I think the answer is pretty easy for me, though, because I think of a lot of big guys that I love, Leo, Brad Pitt, a lot of those dudes, right? what do they not have? Franchises. And if I'm rewatching things for the rest of my life, I want them to be things I have a deep admiration for. And what two franchises, if you guys know me, do I have a deep admiration for? Star Wars and Indiana Jones. And who's in both of those? Harrison Ford. So I think I'll say Harrison Ford is who I'm keeping. I've got 5 Indiana Jones movies, 3 Star Wars movies that I love, and then technically The Force Awakens and I guess The Rise of Skywalker, which I wouldn't watch anyway. I've got this movie, The Fugitive, fantastic. I've got, if I want action, I've got those Jack Ryan movies that I've seen like parts of here and there from the 90s. What else do I have? Age of Adeline, if I want romance. I want comedy. Well, guess what? I got Anchorman 2. I'm pretty sure he's in that. I want a baseball biopic, 42, which I have never actually fully watched. Insane, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Harrison Ford has like my favorite franchises. I don't know who else, like Brad Pitt would be another pick for me. Moneyball, Moneyball, Fight Club, the Ocean's trilogy. Wow, now that I think about it, Matt Damon might actually be in the conversation. Whew, that's a great question, Zach. I love that question. I'll throw you Harrison Ford, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt. Those are my picks right now off the top of my head. Probably forgetting somebody, but maybe RDJ, the MCU and Oppenheimer and Tropic Thunder. Last resident with a super chat. Hot take. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is better than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's like offensive to me. We're all allowed to have our own opinions. That is a hot take. So I guess you got that right. That's a hot take because I strongly disagree. Just in every aspect of that, I disagree with. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is a top tier overall MCU movie. Multiverse of Madness is not even close by comparison. You got me speechless here, Last Resident. I just can't even fathom thinking that. I mean, man, Guardians 3 brought out every... I laughed, I cried. It was a perfect conclusion. It brought out every emotion inside of me. Multiverse of Madness, what was it even attempting to do? I don't know. Fail in execution? Set up the Illuminati and kill them all in 10 minutes? I don't know. I disagree strongly. That is a hot take, though. So that's a fact. All right. By the way, if you guys are in here, be sure to hit that like button. It helps out quite a bit. Do it. All right. Sorry, scrolling in the chat, trying to find where I was. And again, go subscribe to the podcast channel if you guys haven't already. New episode out now talking about our Fantastic Four fan casts. Little Vern Shorts, what's good? It's going well, man. I got a Stranger Things video coming out actually after this, a short that I'm really happy with. It's already on TikTok, but it'll be on Instagram and it'll be on YouTube after this live stream. That your profile pic made me think of that, but I appreciate that. The new episode of the podcast we had fun with, and the next one will be a 1,000 subscriber celebration. It'll be fun. It'll get wild. I'm excited. When am I watching Gran Turismo? Probably next week. I was going to go to an original screening. No, an early screening of the movie, but that ended up falling through. I had some things come up personally, so I couldn't make it. But I know a buddy of mine, Trevor from Film Geek, seen the movie. He loved it. A lot of other people have praised the movie, so I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it. I love David Harbour, and it seems like a fun time. Seems like an uplifting sports movie. Easily one of my favorite genres for sure. What do I think of Zodiac? It's a damn dark movie. I don't know if I'll rewatch Zodiac for the foreseeable future. But I do like Zodiac. It's very well crafted. I don't know. I don't know if I'll revisit it for a while. It's one of those movies that's like a one-watch movie, but it's not because the movie's bad. Marvel Edit says, "What's up, Chris? I'm seeing Oppenheimer tomorrow, round 2. And what's a quote in Oppenheimer you liked and you think is quotable?" Okay, well, enjoy Oppenheimer on round 2. Look, there's a lot in Oppenheimer. I think I've just been really caught up in the music. Can I hear the music? Theory will only get you so far. Look, those are some quotes I'm throwing around, but they're also names of tracks on the soundtrack. Look, I love that movie, and pretty much any quote, but the ending, I'm not going to say just in case you guys haven't seen Oppenheimer, but like the final line of the movie, haunting, chills every time I think about it. Henry says, I love your channel, Chris. Well, thank you, Henry. Happy birthday to my favorite actor of all time, Robert De Niro. He turns 80 today. Well, happy birthday, Robert De Niro. There's a young, spry De Niro in the profile picture. I can't tell if that's Taxi Driver or not. The shadow in the hair makes me think no, but it actually could be. I think I'm actually going to say it is. Call me crazy. Jacob with a very difficult keep, watch, burn. The Social Network, BlackBerry, and Air. So we're going keep, watch, burn, corporate biopics, essentially. Keep the Social Network, watch BlackBerry, burn Air. I got to watch Air again, but BlackBerry was better to me. It had actually better performances, better script. I really liked Air. I got to watch it again. Again, I've said this multiple times. I was really tired in the theater when I went. On me fully. I should not have gone when I went. But BlackBerry's damn good. It's actually a sleeper movie of the year. If you guys haven't seen, you got to check it out. My nose is itching. All right. Okay. I was somewhere in the chat. I lost my spot. What's new? By the way, super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, your comment, your concern. Huge way to help support me and the channel. And we have 81 people in here, so hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. I know a lot of you guys are here on the replay, and a lot of you guys are actually probably seeing Blue Beetle right now, so enjoy. And then if you're here after that, welcome, and be sure to hit that like button. All right, where was I? I'm lost. I'm lost, and I have the thing highlighted. Let's play the game. Let's find where I was. It shouldn't take this long. I have literally clicked it. We're gonna be here all night till we get it right. All right. We'll get there. This is pathetic of me. All right, where are we? All right, there we go. Oh, that's funny. Oppenheimer, great movie. Worst MCU hero. I mean, maybe Clint Barton, honestly. If we're going like OG 6 Avengers, Clint's the weakest of the 6 for sure. Most overlooked movie of 2023. I'm going to say BlackBerry. It went under the radar. I myself didn't watch it until a few weeks ago, and I loved it. And it's one of the better made films I've actually seen this year. Keep, watch, burn Oppenheimer, Barbie, and Blue Beetle. I will keep Oppenheimer, watch Barbie, and burn Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle's not bad. I have a review. I don't want to talk about it on a stream for like a week. If you want to know my thoughts on Blue Beetle, my review's out. I know a lot of you guys haven't seen the movie. I have a lot to say in my review, so go check it out. It's my most recent video. Am I more excited for the future of DC or Marvel? Also love your channel. Well, thank you. It's really it's hard not to say the MCU. I got to go MCU. Look, they've got the Fantastic Four, Deadpool 3, Avengers movies, Thunderbolts, Loki season 2, a new Captain America movie, a Blade movie potentially. I mean, what? Come on, that lineup versus the DCU, which is Aquaman 2, a gap year, and a new Superman movie. I'm sorry, it's the MCU. I love James Gunn. Love James Gunn. One of the biggest probably praisers of James Gunn in this space that I know. I mean, I love the man, but I just can't. I don't know. I just cannot get excited for DC. They've made consistently average to bad movies for 3 years. It feels like the Batman excluded. You said DCU, and technically the Batman and Joker 2, or those are Elseworlds movies. So taking those out, just looking at DCU, the MCU by a mile, in my opinion. Okay. Would I want to see a Cobra Kai spinoff? I would, yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing one with like the kids and then the older generations out of the show. It's just the kids. Interstellar, Inception. Favorite film composer, John Williams and Hans Zimmer. It's a two-way tie. But if I had to pick one, I think I go John Williams because of his influence on me at a younger age. But Hans Zimmer at the same time, my God. Oh my God, he's incredible. Do you know if there's an app for letter? I don't know if there's a TV show app, but I wish there was. Whoever makes that where you can like log the episode and rate the episode out of 5 is a genius. So someone do that if that has not happened yet, please. Do I like Maze Runner? I've seen part of the first movie and never actually explored anything further than that. Have I seen Dark? I haven't. That's the Netflix show, though, right? I've never watched it, but I've heard good things. So I'm going to address this. David Harbour confirms 11 Joyce Hopper, Will, and Mike survive. He did not say that. In the interview, he said you can expect payoffs for OG characters like 11, Joyce, Hopper, Will, Mike in big ways. That doesn't mean they're going to survive. That could mean, oh, it's time for Mike to sacrifice himself or Will to sacrifice himself. A payoff doesn't mean someone survives necessarily. So there's going to be some sort of payoff to those characters and their arcs, but that doesn't mean they're going to survive necessarily. So he also said the end was very, very moving, which could mean multiple things. Obviously, that means that emotionally you're going to be moved, but we don't know the extent of that yet. Have I watched Prisoners? Yes, I have. Prisoners is an amazing movie. 5 out of 5. I haven't rewatched it in a few years. That's why it's not out of 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. But when I do rewatch it eventually, it'll get the 5. It's a fantastic movie. All right, best Scorsese film. Best? Sip of water. I know he's got a lot of classics out there that people love. And don't get me wrong, I love Taxi Driver, Goodfellas. I gotta go with The Departed, probably. I think I just have to. The Departed. Matthew Bailey Media says, hi, Filmstock. How do you make your tier list videos? Just curious. So I use this website called Tier List Maker. I don't know why I started talking like that. Horrible accent. Tier List Maker. And you can just save pictures from like Google on your computer and go, and it lets you name the tiers, put how many tiers you want, insert the photos into it, and then you hit create template, and it puts them all in there, and you can screen record it and drag it, and then it saves as a file afterward, and that's how I do it. That's how it's done. I filmed one today, actually, for tomorrow. Okay. Hot take, Dark Knight Rises is better than Batman Begins. That's a fact. That's a fact, honestly. Best legacy sequel of all time. I mean, off the top of my head, Top Gun Maverick. I could be forgetting something, but off the top of my head, it's got to be Top Gun Maverick. Could be forgetting something though. All right, sorry. There's a lot of repeat questions. I'm just trying to catch up in the chat. Favorite Kubrick movie? Probably The Shining, that I've seen at least. I haven't seen all of his work, but I would say The Shining. Have I started Peaky Blinders? I haven't. I'm a slacker. McFly. Hello there. How you doing? How do you feel about Anakin being in Ahsoka? They shouldn't have revealed it though. Yeah, so there was a voiceover in the recent teaser that Anakin's going to be in it. That show comes out next week, by the way. No one's really talking about it. That's just every Disney Plus show now, though. That's just because they've dug themselves in a hole. I will still watch it, but Anakin being in it was written on the walls. I think that Hayden was confirmed to be in it a while ago. He had like been on set or something. What I want more than anything is a Clone Wars live action flashback, because they failed to really do that in Obi-Wan. Maybe even get Ewan in there and give us like a live action Clone Wars flashback of them in their Clone Wars armor. That's what would be awesome. Don't really expect that. Not going to be disappointed if it's not there, because I just know it's probably not going to happen. But that would be awesome. And I think everyone in this chat would agree that would be pretty awesome. But I'm excited. I'm not really at all mad that they revealed it in the trailer. They're trying to get people to watch the show. They got to do whatever they can. I have not seen Lock and Key. I've actually heard some decent things from a few different people, though. So I may have to add that to the ever-growing watch list. I have not seen Barbarian. It's on my horror movie watch list, though. All right. Have I seen the trailer for Napoleon? I have. I'm intrigued, but I'm not like hyped, if that makes sense. I'll watch it probably, but I'm not like, oh, I can't wait for Napoleon. You just never know with Ridley Scott. He's kind of a hit or miss kind of guy. A lot of his movies are amazing, but some of them are like, eh. Tarantino or Scorsese? I lean Tarantino. Will I see Dune Part 2 in IMAX? I feel like it's a must. I saw the trailer in IMAX. I was like, ooh. Have you seen any of the Predator movies? The first one. Classic 80s flick. I liked it. I didn't like. I think I gave it like a 4 out of 5. I liked it. Have you seen Parasite? I have. It's actually featured in my top 10 plot twist movie video, top 10 movie plot twist video that I posted recently, and I talk about it there. That's the most recently I've talked about it on the channel. Who's the best Batman? Give me Robert Pattinson. Pattinson, baby. I'm on that train. I'll die on that hill. By the way, if you guys are in here, hit that like button. I know there's 78 of you in here right now, so let's see. How many likes does this stream have? That's the question I'm asking now. We currently have 51 likes. So if you guys are in here, hit that like button. There's a lot of you guys who haven't, so do it. It helps out more than you guys know. Keep Watch Burn, Eddie, Munson, Dustin, and Max. Look, I'm going to keep Dustin. He's my favorite of those characters. He's just so lovable. The other two characters have both technically died in the show before, but if I had to, Keep Watch Burn, the character is like weird. Actually, I'm going to have to adjust this. So I'm keeping a character alive. What's burning would be kill. What would the other one be? Hang out with for a day and then watch them die? Like, I don't know. I'll just say I'll keep Dustin of those three. That's the way I'll answer, because I don't know how to watch the others. Watch this, or how to pick the others. Burn this character at the stake, or watch them. And I don't know. It's weird. John Williams is the GOAT. Hard to argue with that, honestly. It truly is hard to argue with that. Grimshaw Productions says, hey, Chris, thanks for picking my theory. Well, absolutely. No problemo. It really meant a lot to me, so thanks so much. What is one of the most overrated movies you've ever seen? Overrated movie I've ever seen. I don't want to pick the ones I always pick, because there's a duology of films that I always say, but I'll just say one that'll offend a lot of people. WALL-E. WALL-E's overrated. Not the most overrated movie I've ever seen, but it's up there. Have I seen or read Divergent? Funny you mentioned that. I was rewatching part of the first one the other day on TV, but I've seen the first two movies and that's it. I've never read the books. Don't know if I ever will, but I have seen the first two movies, and the first movie is awesome. I think it really is. Like, I enjoy it quite a bit, and it set up the world so well, and then it kind of just fizzled out, unfortunately, but there was so much promise after that first Divergent movie, and it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that it kind of dissipated into nothing. Really unfortunate, actually. What can you do? All right. Sorry, just trying to find a question here. What year do you expect Robert Pattinson's next Batman movie to come out? Originally, it was slated for 2025, so now we have to say at least probably 2026, if I had to guess. 2026 feels appropriate, and this is all pending based on the strike and the studio's willingness to put an end to it. I don't know. 2026, maybe 2027? Do I think Blue Beetle is the best DC film of the year? I do. Not saying much, but I do think it is probably the best DC movie of the year, if that makes sense. So yeah, probably it's better than, The Flash and Shazam, but neither of those movies are that good either. Like, they're fine. Again, I have a full review where I go in on it, not like in a bad way, but where I go in depth. I am planning on checking out Gran Turismo again next week. I'm looking forward to it. I have not high expectations, but I'm excited to see David Harbour again, really, and Orlando Bloom. Will Turner and Hopper, baby. I'm ready for that. Hello, how you doing? What's a movie you personally relate to? This is from Ian. Shout out Ian, longtime supporter of the channel. A movie you personally relate to? This is one more recently. I would say elements of certain films you can always kind of pick and choose from, right? But I would say every time I rewatch this movie, it reminds me to have no regret in life. Good Will Hunting. Just don't live your life with regrets. And that one scene with Robin Williams and Matt Damon is incredible. God, I love it. I love that movie so much. So I feel like that is a movie that I always like. It always hits right here. when I watch it, you know. Keep Watch Burn Actors Edition, so their filmography, I'm assuming. By the way, 89 people in here. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 100 likes if you guys are in here. To answer this question, I got to keep David Harbour, right? I can't lose Stranger Things, so I'm keeping David Harbour. I'm watching Keanu Reeves, and I'm burning Adam Sandler. I can live without the Adam Sandler comedy. He's never been my favorite comedian, actor. I can live without his filmography. That gives me the John Wick movies, Point Break, The Matrix one. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. Is Scream 4 worth renting? It's the only one that's not available and the only one I haven't seen. I think it is. How much are you renting it for is the question. $2 or $3? I think so. It's really good. The first Scream is the best. I like 5 and 6 a lot, but 4 is also really good. 2 is good. 3 is the worst. So yes, I'd recommend it. Yeah, definitely. Who's your favorite film from the sequel trilogy? Is The Force Awakens. Favorite season of Stranger Things is season 4. At this moment, at least. I think it's going to be season 5 eventually. College football, so close. I'm so ready. What's the most overrated horror franchise? I hold so much power right now, the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. I could say so many things right now. Look, I haven't seen every entry of a lot of those iconic 80s slasher films that, you know, started in the 80s and went in, or the 70s and 80s and went into, you know, the 80s, 90s even. But I don't know if I can speak to them. But I will say, I'm just going to say it. The Halloween movies. I've seen the original Halloween, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. Of those 4 movies I've seen, pretty overrated. And when I hear nothing but bad things about the middle entries, like, I'm not going to go watch them. They got retconned, apparently. So I guess I'd say Halloween, or from what I've seen, like Nightmare on Elm Street. I've only seen the first movie, but if the first movie of the franchise that's so iconic is like not good, that's kind of a red flag for me. So I would say that is my answer. But honestly, any of those big 80s like slasher franchises, I don't care. Thoughts on the OG Top Gun? It's a classic 80s flick. Top Gun Maverick's a lot better of a movie, though. Will there be It Chapter 3? I don't think so, but they're doing a prequel show, maybe sequel. I think it's just a prequel show called Welcome to Derry on Max, with a younger, or maybe it's like, I don't know when it takes place in the timeline of it, but I believe there are murmurs that Skarsgård is coming back as Pennywise. So it's a prequel, I think. Okay. Are you hopeful for Ahsoka? Sort of. Recently, I can't get too excited for it. The reason being is I've thought about this, right? They had a good thing going with Star Wars Rebels, and they took everything about that show and they're going live action with it for some reason. Why not just make a animated series of Rebels continuing that story? I don't know. Now, I will say this. Disney Star Wars in particular has had some of the best marketing ever. Point blank, ever. I mean, the Obi-Wan stuff sold me. The sequel trilogy stuff sold me. All that sold me. So, of course, I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit for the trailers and the hype. But I have to remember there's 8 episodes. A lot of times these are rushed. And a lot of times there's not really any point. And the marketing starts to reuse the same things over and over. And it has me thinking, what are they hiding for the worse? So I'm a little concerned. Of course, I'm excited to see the Rebels gang back. And of course, I'm excited about the potential of Darth Vader not Darth Vader, excuse me, of Darth Vader flashback, or, Hayden. I'm excited about all those things. But in reality, Star Wars has disappointed me so much in my life that it's hard for me to get too excited anymore. Am I hopeful? Maybe, but I don't want to overhype it for myself or anything. Zach with another super chat, another Keep Watch Burn. Shout out, Zach. Here we go. Tropic Thunder, Superbad, The Other Guys. So some of my favorite comedies of all time. One of them's got to go. It can't be The Other Guys. That's the one I quote more than any of these. I quote The Other Guys all the time with my friends. It's the movie I've seen the most of those. So I'm keeping The Other Guys. That movie's special to me. Now I got Superbad and Tropic Thunder. I've seen them both probably equal amounts of times. They're both hilarious movies. I'm going to go, and these are probably like my top 3 to top 5 comedies right here. All of them are in my top 5 comedies probably. I've seen them all a lot. I'm going to have to watch Tropic Thunder and then burn Superbad just because I think Superbad, I love the movie, but I will die on this hill that it gets a little too long at times near the end, loses its steam in terms of comedy a bit. Hilarious movie though, nonetheless. And love all 3 of those. Tough one. That's a tough one right there, Zach. All right. I was somewhere in the chat. No, I've lost my spot. All right. I was somewhere around here. You should do a Stranger Things episode tier list. So I've got a Stranger Things episode video in the works. I just don't know exactly how I'm going about it. It's either a straight up ranking or a tier list ranking, but that is coming like relatively soon. So stay tuned for that. Relatively soon. Jesse, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Found your channel about a month ago. Been binging the videos. Well, I appreciate that. I always wonder how many people have found my channel and then like watched all of my videos. So that, Jesse, I guess that's what you've been doing. That's awesome. Yeah, like I've been doing YouTube since this channel since June of 2019. Crazy, actually, thinking back on it. But I do have a lot of videos on the channel. Over 1,000, I believe. If you count shorts, it's like almost 2,000. But I appreciate the support. Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Halloween? Probably going to say Halloween, which is still a solid movie. But when I said Halloween overrated, I was meaning like the hype of the franchise. I just never understood it as much. All right. Do you agree we need another Clone Wars season for the unfinished eps? I don't know. I think I'm good with the way the Clone Wars ended. I don't even think they need to bring it back because the ending was so perfect. I don't want that to be tainted in any way. Because some of the Clone Wars arcs are just unnecessary, and I think they ended it on such a high note. Let it rest. Sorry, I just got a text that made me laugh. Okay. That just happens sometimes. People are funny. All right. Do you think the new Craven movie will be better than Morbius? Yeah, I do. It looks like Morbius 2.0, but at the same time, it's rated R, so I feel like automatically it's gonna be a little better. But it looks bad. It doesn't look good. It doesn't. He gets bit by a lion. It's just so stupid. Like, who greenlights some of this stuff? You know, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't really make sense to me. All right. Hey, Chris, any Stranger Things vids coming up? Today, actually. Short is uploading after this stream, and then I will have a video either tonight or tomorrow regarding, honestly, tonight. This stream's motivated me to continue just grinding out content. Tonight, I'm going to film it, edit it. I have it all noted out. Stranger Things 5 ending teased, and it's going to be a breakdown of the interview David Harbour had with Josh Horowitz, I believe, on Happy, Sad, Confused, and sort of potential ending scenarios. That'll be a long form. So I'm damn near want to pull an all-nighter just making content right now. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. So I appreciate you guys. You know, I mean, energy was a little low before I hopped in the stream, but you guys brought it right up for me. And I'm just going to clap. Just a round of applause to everybody in here. I would start playing my Oppenheimer music, but I don't want to get a copyright. You know, I don't want them to take the stream down. All right. All right. Let's see. You got a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Any movies you used to like, but now you don't, and any you didn't like, but have changed your view on? Great question. I was talking about this recently with Cam, actually, like how people can like change opinions on movies. So I'll say this: a movie I didn't like much, but I do like now is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I used to I thought it was good when I first saw it in theaters. I was 14, 15, depending on the time of year. And anyway, it came out and I watched it and I enjoyed it, but then I fell victim to like not liking it. But honestly, I used to really not like it, but I've changed my view on it. I've changed my view on it a lot. I appreciate it a lot more. Is it flawed? Heavily at times. Villain overload, but the score, the romance with Peter and MJ, that movie is way too bashed, way too overhated, and I acknowledge that. And I think that just happens. Like I think sometimes I mature on my views in movies. That's one of them. A movie I used to like, but now I don't. I don't really even want to talk about this movie, but it's the first one that came to mind. But American Beauty is a movie I watched like two or three times, and I think I liked it, but I was always had this weird feeling about it. And then the news regarding the main actor came out, and it's like, do I ever see myself watching this movie again? I don't really know. I honestly I have no clue. I really liked it at one point, but I think now I might not like it. I own it on Blu-ray, but I just don't know if I ever want to go back and rewatch it because of I know they say separate, art from the artist, but it's just a little bizarre. I don't know if I would be able to watch that one again. I'd have to think about that. Maybe one day I will. Just has to be the right mood. It's a weird movie. That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And if you guys are in here, hit that like button. Let's see. How many likes is the stream currently at? Currently at 73 likes with 79 people in here. So help me get to 100 likes again via the replay and everything. Would mean a lot. All right. Water. Water's the best thing in the world, by the way. I love it so much. Someone can make a compilation of me being like, oh, Chris loves water. Or just me drinking water. It'd be a 20-minute affair, maybe an hour, honestly. We got the spot in the house. My day's going well. How's yours going? Rewatching Clone Wars for the 15th time and Rebels for prep sounds like a good prep plan. I'm not going to do any prep because I feel pretty comfortable. If anything, I'll watch like Rebels highlights, like a Rebels compilation on YouTube of like highlight moments of Ahsoka because I've seen it, But yeah, I'll figure something out. I'm avoiding your movie maniac. I'm avoiding your keep watch burn because I've answered that before and it's too damn difficult for me right now. It's so hard. What's up? Saying hi from Iceland as I'm on vacation right now. Well, hello from the US over here. Wow, that's crazy. From Iceland. That's insane, actually. Thank you for joining all the way in Iceland right now. I did see John Wick 4. I love the movie. It's one of my favorites of the year. It was an incredible experience. That was technically IMAX, but I don't think it was like weird. It was on an IMAX screen, but they didn't go full IMAX. It was a press screening. Weird situation. Super loud movie in a good way. Nonstop action. One of my favorites of the year easily. Do I think Eddie's still alive? I don't. The Lion King. I just wanted the whisper to be weird. Have you seen Ad Astra? I have not seen Ad Astra, but I think I know something about that movie. I heard someone talking about like space pirates or something. I have no clue what they're referring to, but I haven't seen it, but I know it's Brad Pitt. I am very excited for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. In fact, teaser for a video coming out soon. Most anticipated fall movies. It's on that list. I'll say that much. All right. All righty. Attack of the Clones or The Last Jedi? Attack of the Clones easily. Better movie. I'm not even kidding. It's a better movie. And that's all I have to say about that, really. It is. It is a better movie. All right. I could just sit there and keep saying it in like different ways. Oh, man. Okay. Keep Watch Burn from Ledger Forever. Love the profile pic, by the way. Rest in peace, Legend. Okay. Die Hard, Back to the Future, Star Wars. You got me. Ready? You got me. If you know that reference, I assume some of you will. Slip and Jamie might understand it. I'm going to keep Star Wars because it's the movie that's influenced me the most in terms of cinema, and it's the most rewatchable of those. And I'm going to watch Back to the Future. I'm going to burn Die Hard. Hear me out. Die Hard is one of my it's my favorite action movie, pure action film, favorite Christmas movie up there. It's in contention, but compared to the other two, it's just those other two are on a god tier level. The Die Hard is just below, just below. All right. Continuing on through the chat. Hey, Chris, are you looking forward to watching Five Nights at Freddy's? Do you think it's going to be a movie of the year? Not movie of the year, no way. That spot's been taken by Oppenheimer or Guardians 3 or Spider-Verse or John Wick 4. But I'm excited for Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It looks good. I heard it's almost 3 hours. I hope that's a lie. I hope it's more like an hour 50. That would be splendid. I talked about this also in my most anticipated fall movie thing, which you guys check out if you haven't. Also going to drop this. Just go subscribe to the News Go podcast if you haven't. We got a new episode out weekly. We're having a lot of fun with it. Check it out. But regardless, no, I would say I'm excited for it, but I don't know a lot about the lore, and that excites me. That I don't know a lot about the lore excites me personally because I don't necessarily need to. I can just go in stress-free. I'm not like, oh, wait, I hope they get this right or wrong. I can just go watch it for what it is. That excites me. Do I think Cillian Murphy will win the Oscar for Best Actor? As of right now, 1,000,000%, I think that he should. Absolutely. What a great closing line. Good Will Hunting right there, ladies and gentlemen. Will I see Killers of the Flower Moon Theater? If the opportunity presents itself, absolutely. I would love to. I would love to. Top 3 Stranger Things characters: Hopper, Steve, Dustin. My trio, even though they're not really a trio in the show. You know what I mean. Scariest horror movie, not the best. Scariest I've seen is probably The Conjuring. Or no, Talk to Me was pretty freaky, but it was like weird, a different type of. It disturbed me, but it was also in the conversation. Talk to Me, The Conjuring, those are up there. The first Insidious was pretty creepy. Mount Rushmore of Disney animated films from Theo. I'll go The Lion King. I'll go Aladdin. I'll go Beauty and the Beast. I'll go. This is just personal preference, by the way. Those are all 3 from Pinocchio or Peter Pan. I'll go Peter Pan. Mission Impossible or James Bond? I go Mission Impossible. I do. And I know that's kind of a hot take, but I really do prefer the Mission Impossible series. I do. Who's the best Mission Impossible character? It's Ethan Hunt. It's not even close, but Benji's a close second, I guess. Top 4 television shows of the year in no order. The Bear, season 2. The Last of Us. I then want to say Barry, season 4, and Ted Lasso, season 3. I'll go with that, actually. I might have forgot something, but I'm just going to go with that off the top of my head. When's the next Twitch stream? I'm not sure. I got to figure that out. I've been on a bit of a Twitch hiatus the past few days. I got to get back on it. Best Alien movie? Alien, the one that started it all. Over Aliens. Aliens is very good, but Alien is the best. In my opinion, at least. IMO. By the way, if you guys are here, hit that like button. It really does help out more than you guys know. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get your question, your comment, your concern. If you got a hot take, if you want me to do an impression, any of that, Super Chat it in. And it goes a very long way. All right. Do I think Aquaman 2 will do well? I actually don't. I don't think it's going to do well. No. Is that a hot take? Honestly, I know the first one did $1 billion, but DC guys, people are kind of out on DC right now. I don't know what to tell you. I think people are out on DC, and it's unfortunate, but that movie may not come out. It's going up against Wonka, which I think will beat it, surprisingly. It's just more family. I feel like families would rather go see a Willy Wonka movie than something with Aquaman 2. And who cares? No one really understands the timeline. And I'm sick of it. I want them to make it make sense. It's the most confusing franchise right now. There's just no there's really just no like sense of urgency or direction. It's sickening. I have seen The Big Lebowski. Hilarious comedy, very quotable, in my top 10 comedies. I have seen the Jump Street movies. The first one is in my top 10 comedies. Hilarious, quotable, funny movie. I do think Tarantino's last film will be good. Tarantino's never made a bad movie, so I have no reason to stop believing in him now. What do I want to see in Cobra Kai season 5? I want to see I want to see Sam LaRusso win something. I really do. I love Sam. I hope her and Miguel have a happy ending. I want Sam to win Sekai Taikai or Robbie. But Sam, I root for her hard. She's awesome. Ooh, I'm taking a picture of this. You just gave me a great suggestion. Been photographed so that I have in my notes. Yes, because of this, I am. I will be doing a horror movie hot take reaction video. It's a great idea. I'll probably do it in October. I have a few horror movie. I'm going to do a horror movie franchise tier list, I think. Just straight up horror movie tier list, and then that as well. So maybe even deal with something with horror icons. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Best ending for a TV show, Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. Those two are pretty much the gold standard, in my opinion. Ted Lasso recently had a really good one. Barry had a good one. Look, I think those are... The Office had a good one for sitcoms. Clone Wars. Those are the ones I'm thinking of. I could be forgetting, but those are the best to me off the top of my head. Almost been an hour. Time flies on me. It's been 51 minutes already. That is insane. Wow. If you guys are in here again, hit that like button. It helps out more than you know. Super chat's the way to go. I guarantee. I cannot speak. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get your question, comment, concern. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is a fun one so far. I'm going to take a water break. Love how you keep Stranger Things alive. I think about season 5 every day. Well, I appreciate that. I'm trying my best to continue talking about the show in a climate where we're not getting much news. I have a video coming out after this, a short talking about it, but I love Stranger Things. I always want to talk about it. And even when the show's gone one day, which will be really upsetting to me, I would love to still incorporate it into the channel somehow. And I'll always cover, the upcoming shows, the show itself. And I adore Stranger Things. So of course, I will be covering it as we lead up to season 5 in any capacity I can. I'm trying to get as creative as possible to always incorporate it into the channel. All right. Since I already answered this, I'm just going to do this because I've already answered the question. I'm sick of scrolling past it. All right. So, have you ever seen Catch Me If You Can with Leo? Yeah, I have. Seen it once. I got to rewatch it. I own it on Blu-ray. I don't know why I answered like that. The funny thing is, I actually watched it in school in forensics class my senior year, and we watched it over like 2.5 class periods. Great movie. Yeah, I got to watch it in one sitting. That would probably be something to do it justice, right? If you are Justice, I love the Batman. Anyway, yeah, that would be a great idea for me to actually watch it in one sitting instead of over 2.5 class periods. Okay. Do you think Joker 2 will capture the magic of the first? I'm honestly skeptical. I'm skeptical as well. I think any sequel I'm going to be skeptical of, especially when it's not necessary. Joker had a chillingly good ending. Like, I'm thinking about it right now. I just gave myself chills thinking about how that movie ended. I was like, no way they do a sequel. They do a sequel, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. It runs the risk of possibly tainting the first, but it could be just as good, if not better. You never know. I've had the urge to rewatch that movie lately. It's one of those movies where I'm going to watch it every 5 to 10 years. It's not a movie I'm going to pop in and be like, I'm going to watch that in a few months again. Nope. But it is a great movie, in my opinion. Interstellar or Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer. I know that's a hot take, but I go Oppenheimer. Keep Watch Burn, Toy Story 3, La La Land, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Keep Curse of the Black Pearl, watch Toy Story 3, Burn La La Land. And I know that sucks, but one of those had to go, and I had to pull the bandit off there. DiCaprio or Damon? As an actor, DiCaprio. Damon's filmography might be more impressive, though. Water break. Cheers. Favorite Joaquin movie? Gladiator, Joker. Need to see Walk the Line. Top 3. I already answered that one. All right, let's check a few more. Films are loud at the moment. I do notice that the theaters are usually really loud for some reason. Thoughts on The Hangover? Really solid comedy. It's not like one I've watched a bunch in my life, but it is a very, very funny movie. And I see clips of it on like TikTok randomly. It'll give me a good chuckle. So yeah, enjoy it. I enjoy it. Okay. No, I already answered that one. Everyone go subscribe to this link right here if you have not already. Recently just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome, in this stream, actually. And check it out if you haven't. You should do it. You should do it. Homecoming's my least favorite of the trilogy. That's wild if you're talking about the No Way Home / Homecoming trilogy. Wild. It's got to be Far From Home, right? I haven't watched Only Murders in the Building. Heard great things. I know it'd be an easy, quick watch, but I just haven't. Just haven't seen it. Hot Take Attack of the Clone sequels. I pretty much agree with you here. Again, I am going to see Gran Turismo. I am excited for Wonka. It's one I'm more anticipated in the month of December. Elias, what's good? Keep Watch Burn, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Raiders of the Lost Ark, I Am Legend. Burn, I Am Legend, watch Dial, and keep Raiders. I Am Legend's fine, but I'd rather watch an Indiana Jones movie, no matter if I love it or not, over I Am Legend. Keep Watch Burn, Moneyball, Fight Club, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We're burning Fight Club. We're getting wild, and we're burning Fight Club. I am then going to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and keep Moneyball. I know I said I gotta have Once Upon a Time. Well, I can watch it once and quote it with my buddies still. I gotta be able to rewatch Moneyball. It's one of my faves of all time. Who's your favorite grouping in Stranger Things? I did this video a while back, like top 10 duos, top 10 trios. I love Steve and Dustin as a duo. As a trio, Steve, Dustin, and Robin, probably. Keep Watch Burn DC movies this year. Keep Blue Beetle, watch Shazam, and Burn the Flash. I need to watch Hijack and Silo. I've heard good things about both shows. They're on my watch list, which is insanely long right now. Do I think RDJ will be nominated? I think he'll be nominated and win for Best Supporting Actor at this moment in time. And he should, honestly. Gold Knight, what's good? How you doing? Okay. All right. We're going to find a question. Don't you worry. I've answered so many of these already, actually, that we might not find a question. We'll see. Don't you worry, chat. We have a super chat. I didn't even realize. I just now saw it. Thank you for the super chat. Will the Ayer cut release after Guns said it would? I hope not. I don't want that thing to see the light of the day. The light of day. It's always been talked about, and I always scoffed at it. I was like, oh, is every director that's had studio interference just going to get a cut of their movie now? Like, it's ridiculous to me. And it creates this whole cultist fan base that's like, oh, it should have been this and this would have been this, and it's so frustrating. Like, I think it's unhealthy to have cuts of movies, and the Snyder cut should be proof of that. So I don't think the Ayer cut will release. I don't really know. There's a lot of weird mixed reports going around with DC right now. Like, is Gal Gadot in or out? Is the Ayer cut happening or not? Like, what's true and what's not? It's hard to say. I'm going to say the Ayer cut will never see the light of day. That is my prediction at this very moment in time. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in months. Or will that movie ever see the light of day? I don't know. Who's to say? Love the Monsters Inc. shirt? Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Favorite Will Smith movie? I like King Richard a lot. I just haven't watched it since theaters. That's the one that comes to mind, King Richard, but I could be forgetting some. I'm definitely probably forgetting some, but King Richard's really good. The Batman or Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is my preference, but the Batman movie is an achievement in filmmaking. It is the ultimate Batman film in my mind. Do you think Leo will be nominated for Best Actor along with Killian? I do, and I think Bradley Cooper as well for Maestro. We've got a stacked lineup this year at the Oscars. That'll be tuned in. I'll be sat for the Oscars this year. I know I've been like kind of I don't really watch them sometimes, but if it's Bradley Cooper, Cillian Murphy, Leo, I'm sat. Battle of the Masterful biopics, Social Network for the Oppenheimer. Give me Social Network. I gotta let Oppenheimer sit a few more years before I can compare it to the Social Network. Oppenheimer, fantastic movie, but the Social Network, all-timer for me. Easily a top fiver for me. What are the two most violent movies you've ever seen? Oh my God, Rambo 4 is probably the most violent movie I've ever seen. That is like it. People are getting their heads and limbs and arms blown off, and the blood and gore and guts are flying all around. It's madness. That's up there, I think. It's if not that, then I don't know what is. That's what I'll say. I don't know. Maybe one of the Saw movies, but even then, the Rambo violence is the most over the top violence I've probably ever seen. It's insane. Have I seen Nobody with Bob Odenkirk? I have. I want to watch it again. I thought it was okay, but I would love to watch that again. Give it another chance. Elite, welcome in. Peacemaker or Barry? Give me Barry, but Peacemaker's still a fantastic show. Both are very, very good. Favorite Stranger Things side character? I'll go Robin if we're going like specifically side character, because I think Stegu's like a main at this point, right? Favorite podcast episode you've ever made? Good question here. Love the Dustin season 3 profile pick. I think we did one where we went through our top 20 favorite fandoms. That was a fun one. We did Stranger Things for final predictions and like our review afterward. That was fun. We have this upcoming one's about to be really fun. Our 1,000 subscriber special. We have some things we're going to do for it. So that'll be a lot of fun. So make sure to subscribe right here. Again, if you guys haven't, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've had like 34 episodes. If you guys haven't checked it out, there's 34 episodes of the podcast you guys can go watch. The audio doesn't really get good until episode 10, though, so apologies. All right. There's the link, by the way. Probably take a few more questions, so fire them off. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, comment, concern. If you got a question you've been dying to ask the whole stream and I haven't got to it, super chat it in. Hit the like button if you guys are in here live or on the replay. Currently at, how many likes is the stream at? 85 likes. 15 more likes if you guys haven't hit it. Be sure to do it. And let's continue. Peacemaker is what Secret Invasion should have been. Valid point, actually. Pretty valid point. Kill, injure, keep alive. Robin, Nancy, Steve. I don't want to do this to any of them, but I'm keeping Steve alive. I will injure Robin, and I'm sorry, Nancy, you got to go. Even though Nancy's badass in season 4 with the shotgun. Ryan Smith says theory. Terry Silver is a true villain of the Cobra Kai Karate Kid franchise. Sorry, not John Kreese. Is this really a theory? Is what I'm trying to think here, because I mean he is. They're like, I mean, they're both like main villains, you know. And I don't really know. I don't know. They're both main villains is kind of the way I look at it. All right. Just subscribed last night. Love your show commentary. Well, I appreciate that, Aquasoul. Thank you. I like that design, by the way. That's really clean. I just love the color scheme of that profile picture a lot, actually. But thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be honest and laid back in my reviews. And sometimes I can get my head and be like, oh, I didn't do a good job of expressing my thoughts on that movie or whatever. But I try to, so I appreciate that. If I haven't died in season 5 of Stranger Things, who's your most suspected death? Hopper. Flip a coin at this point. One of them's got to go. I just unfortunately don't see a world where they both get to live happily ever after. It sucks, but I think that's got to be the way it is. Keep, Watch, Burn, Parasite, The Usual Suspects, and Seven. A lot of these movies aren't rewatchable. So I would have to watch The Usual Suspects because that movie has an insane twist that if I could brainwash myself before watching them, I think I would like that movie a lot more. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I would watch Seven, keep Parasite, burn The Usual Suspects. Usual Suspects is good, but it's my least favorite of those three. What am I talking about? Favorite Superman movie, Man of Steel, Stranger Things, or Cobra Kai. Stranger Things has my heart forever. Love Cobra Kai, but Stranger Things to the end of the line. Who's the best Spider-Man? Andrew Garfield. I have seen Avatar: The Last Airbender years and years ago, but I got to watch it again sometime soon. Do I think sequels will beat Endgame or be more peak than Endgame? I don't. Endgame, Infinity War is the gold standard for the MCU, in my opinion. Well, it's clean. You did good work. I like that profile pick a lot. Keep, Watch, Burn, Fight Club, Shawshank, Breakfast Club. Keep Shawshank, watch Breakfast Club, burn Fight Club. Crazy, right? I'm like almost anti-Fight Club on the stream. I like it a lot. It's just such a dark movie. The Batman or Spider-Man No Way Home? The Batman's a better movie. I love Spider-Man No Way Home, but I think they're just so different. And Spider-Man No Way Home is the ultimate Spider-Man movie. The Batman's the ultimate Batman movie. Depends on my mood on the day, so I can't pick one or the other. I'm cheating. I'm copping out. Tom Holland is Marty McFly or Joe Keery is Human Torch. I think Holland is McFly. It's the better casting. Stranger Things are invincible. Give me Stranger Things. And I have not seen the reading. Do you think they could add a new character? I know they're going to add a new character. What's her name? Linda Hamilton is going to be in it. So that's a new character. I think she'll probably be the big new character. And then maybe one or two more kids, but not really in crucial roles, more like a Jason role in season 4, if anything. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. Thoughts on Fantastic Forecasting? That'll be the last one. I'll drop this link right here to answer that question. We have a podcast episode talking all about that news, all about the rumors, all about our fan cast. So go subscribe to the Unusual Couple podcast right here for our answers there. But that's going to do it for this live Q&A on this Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday. Thursday evening. Thank you guys so much, as always, for hanging out, answering your questions. Be sure to hit the like button if you're in here now or on the replay. I know time zones and people are watching Blue Beetle and all that stuff, but I've got a lot of content coming soon. A DC tier list, reacting to your DC hot takes, Stranger Things video, tons of stuff. So be on the lookout for it all. Hit the notification bell if you haven't and subscribe if you haven't. But that's going to conclude this stream. It was a fun one. I should be back to regularly scheduled Film Stock Live Monday, live Q&A Wednesday on next week, and lots of long form videos and shorts coming over the next few days as well. So be on the lookout for all that and more. Thank you guys as always. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.